the graduate representative of masterclass to give a speech.
To our beloved Dean of the College of Medicine, to our ever-dynamic Director of Nursing, and to all of our wonderful professors, thank you for gracing us with your presence today. To all of our friends and to our families watching online abroad, we are sharing this success with you. We hope that you are proud. And to those who are no longer here with us, but took a huge part in making us who we are today, we are so grateful for your existence. And to my fellow graduates, how are you doing? Doing great. I am so humbled to be speaking in front of everybody today, because today is to honor our journey and to celebrate all of our stories. My entire experience in National Cheng Kung University and my perception of the world can be all summarized into one very famous Taiwanese phrase, Wei Ping Wei Tang. You might be asking why. That was the first phrase that I learned when I ordered my first milk tea in Taiwan. And at the same time, this is a metaphor for the reality that the world can be a little cold and yet still be a little sweet. To our beloved university and to our nursing department, I will look at this wonderful institution as our training ground in preparing us to face the world, which can be a little cold and yet a little sweet. At the nursing department, our International Advanced Program and International Doctorate Program in Nursing prepared us for a wider career. And this can be overwhelming. Nonetheless, thanks to our wonderful and inspirational professors who took part on implementing this curriculum. Professors who can also be a little cold and a little sweet. Now, don't get me wrong. Professors who are a little cold because of giving us a lot of homework, a lot of examination, and a lot of deadlines. Now, I know, as a postgraduate student, this is to enable us to manage our time very well or develop an exceptional skill in cramming. More than that, thank you to our professors as well because of being extra sweet in constantly reminding us that we should continue, never lose faith in ourselves, and always not give up. I personally thank my thesis advisor for always reminding me not to downgrade myself. This entire experience in this wonderful university also introduced me to my wonderful classmates who are also super sweet and always reminding us to fight for what we believe in and to fight for our dreams. And today, we all celebrate them as well. In my case, thank you, Zoom, Aisha, Alfian, Melitha, and also to my FFF, or my fourth floor friends, Yishuan, Olivia, and Ray Ray, thank you. And of course to my seniors, Denny and Buana, thank you for always having our back. Now don't get me wrong, there will also be people who will also be cold in turning their backs on us, especially when the time comes that we are struggling. And that's okay. Because this is also the world. There will be people who will cherish the winning moments with us, and there will be people who will refuse to help us, even if they know that we are struggling and drowning. and this could make us feel alone. But being alone is never a bad thing, though, because it will give us time to reflect on our values, values that we hold dear, and values which we know will never be negotiable. Because these values are lessons that we have learned in life and from the way that we were raised by our parents, who have been there for most of our lives. And this is the exact answers of my fellow IAPN students when I asked them, who is this for? Who are your reasons for not giving up? And all of them said, our parents. So today I hope everybody, especially my fellow graduates, would take time to thank our parents. Regardless of our cultural backgrounds, our parents would always take the front seat in sharing this journey with us. And we know that they will always be there, applauding us every step of the way. Unless they were taken away from us before today. As for me, my success is dedicated to my mother, Nanay Alicia. Growing up in a very poor family in the Philippines in the 1990s, life was extra hard for all of us. Life was even harder when my father was shot dead in front of our house, and the criminal who killed him was let free, because at that time, we could never afford good lawyers. I was only 5 years old. But instead of dwelling on the idea of punishing the criminal, I witnessed how my mother focused all of her energy to give us good education and to bring food into our table. She would constantly remind us that good education will increase our chance of getting out of poverty. And she was right. She dedicated her life to us until we became successful enough in our careers and slowly fought our way out of poverty. I lost her on June 3rd, 2021, because of heart attack while I was here studying. And to be honest, I thought of giving up all of these after I lost her. This is an example of how the world can be a little cold and ironic to take away the people that we love while we are at the peak of our success. But looking back at all her sacrifices and all the things that she did, it reminded me why I should continue and go on. So here I am, steadfast and moving forward. For me, for her, and for our dreams. Now I know that all of you have your own stories too. And these are all valid. So today, let's celebrate these stories. Let's celebrate all the struggles and how we navigated to overcome all the things that we encountered in this university. And this will be a constant reminder of how capable of us, all of us, to succeed in life. And the exciting part is that we have only just begun. So, I know that the world can be a little cold and a little sweet, but let us not be blinded by the beauty of it. So today, to my fellow graduates, I am hoping that this will forever be marked in all of our memories to remind us of how far that we have become and what we are capable of. Congratulations on our graduation day. We made it. We deserve to be here. So now today, we can tell ourselves that we are ready to face the world. A world that can be a little cold, but still a little sweet. Thank you so much.
谢谢同学的致辞。
Thank you for all your attitude.
接着